Avro ridden by Mark Dwyer. 2, Hal Copus, Richard Dunwoody, rides Lord Relic in the big race. 3 is Hebridean, Adrian Maguire, who rides a Dubacilla in the big one. 4, Simpson, ridden by Tom Grantham. 5, Meditator, Sean Curran. And 6, Spring Marathon, ridden by Paul Holly, who rides Give Us a Buck in the big one. Here's how they bet.
Hal Copus was backed at 11 to 10 this morning. There was a little even money on the course, but now, having touched 5 to 4 on, he's receded to 11 to 10 on, but he's a firm favourite. 4 to 1 Avro from 7 to 2. 4 to 1 also Hebridean, who would like it softer. 10 to 1 Simpson from 8. 25 Meditator. 33 the outsider Spring Marathon.
A long run now to the next flight. It's the cross flight. Spring Marathon nearest to us, Simpson on the far side, and then Meditator, and they're followed by Avro Alcopus and Hebridean. So they come down to the third flight. Spring Marathon from Simpson and Meditator. Avro Alcopus and Hebridean. Racing towards what will be the home turn next time, the turn into the straight, in which there are 3 flights before they come up to the winning post and complete another full circuit. Spring Marathon nearest to us, over on the far side Simpson, then Meditator over the fourth, Avro Hal Copus, Hebridean. So they come down to number 5, Simpson and Spring Marathon together from Meditator. Alcopus moving up to join Avro and then Hebridean. Coming down to the flight that'll be the last after another full circuit. Number 6 this time of the 13, Spring Marathon. Nearest to us, Simpson on the far side, Meditator, Avro Hal Copus and Hebridean. So coming up towards the winning post now with a complete circuit in the Akzo Nobel long distance hurdle, and disputing the lead still, Spring Marathon and Simpson from Meditator, Avro Hal Copus and Hebridean. There's been very little change throughout so far. They go over the far side. Here at Newbury, where our next race, of course, is the 38th running of the Hennessy Cognac Gold Cup, featuring the biggest field since 1976, 18 years, despite the absence of Black Human, the 7th round. Spring Marathon from Simpson. Oh, Spring Marathon, a mistake there, but he got away with it all right. Little gap then to Meditator and Avro and Hal Copus and Hebridean. Spring Marathon going on again, fractionally from Simpson as they race to the next. Number 8, Spring Marathon from Simpson. They've opened up quite a gap over Meditator, Avro Hal Copus and Hebridean. Spring Marathon clear. Jumped that well enough. Spring Marathon from Simpson. And the others bunching in behind them as they come to the final flight right over on the far side. Number 9 of the 13, Spring Marathon, lands in the lead from Simpson. Then Meditator and Avro Hal Copus and Hebridean. Swinging left-handed now towards the cross flight, which is 4 from home. And Spring Marathon under Paul Holly with about a 6-length advantage over Simpson, then Hal Copus, Hebridean, Avro and Meditator drops back to last as they come to this 4th from home. Spring Marathon, who's really gone for home, jumped that very well. He's got a good 8-length advantage over Simpson and Hebridean. Avro just in behind them. with Hal Copus very much in contention towards the outside, but it's Spring Marathon as they turn into the home straight. From Simpson, Hal Copus travelling sweetly. Then Hebridean just in behind him. Avro Anson right over on the far side. Meditator the back marker. Spring Marathon there the leader from Hebridean, who moves into second. Then Hal Copus, who's getting reminders now. Avro Anson also being shaken up over on the far side. And on the near side it's Spring Marathon from Hebridean as they come down towards the second last in the Akzo Nobel. And there it was just about Hebridean from Spring Marathon. Then Avro Anson moving into third now as they've got 2 furlongs to run and 1 flight left to jump. And it's Hebridean with looking over his shoulder Adrian Maguire to see where the dangers are coming from, and the danger surely is only the last flight, and that's it, and he's over it. And it's Hebridean striding up now towards the line. Hebridean from the long-time leader Spring Marathon racing up towards the line, and Hebridean, ridden by Adrian Maguire, who rides Dubasilla, the new favourite in the big one, wins this Akzo Nobel long-distance hurdle in impressive style. Hebridean is the winner. Second is Spring Marathon. Third was Meditator. 4 was Simpson. 5 Avro Anson and 6 Hal Copus. And so the result: first, number 3, Hebridean, owned by Mr. Peter Deal, trained by David Nicholson and ridden by Adrian Maguire. Second was number 6, Spring Marathon, owned by Mrs. Neris Dotfield, trained by and ridden by Paul Holly. And third was number 5, Meditator, owned by Miss Jackie Doyle, trained by and ridden by Sean Curran, with fourth, number 4, Simpson. And this is the winner, Hebridean.
First, number 3, Hebridean, 7-2. Second, number 6, Spring Marathon, 33-1. And third, number 5, Meditator, 20-1.